So think about your potential as a human being. Remember the fact that each of us as human beings, none of us is cut from a different cloth. We're all genetically traceable back to the same origins. We all have equal potential within us to do great things. So once you accept that we're all the same, and you look to some of the people who, for you, are role models, who are great inspirations, like think about people like Gandhi and Martin Luther King and Mother Teresa and really anyone that you look up to, Oprah, people who've done amazing things for the world. They might be scientists or ambassadors or politicians, artists, whatever it is for you. Think about them and connect on that level to what it is that they've done that you want to do. That contribution, that cause, and allow that sense of cause to build up within yourself and allow it to become so big and so powerful that you start to feel the actual energy of that cause. So for you, it might be, you might want to do something like eliminate self-hate, right? Remove self-hate from the world. And the very fact that this is something that resonates deeply with your heart is the reason why you've been led into this career or this profession you're in right now in wellness, because something within you, maybe it was your own self-hate or self-doubt or feelings of worthlessness or whatever it may be, that drew you into this career, because once you started to overcome some of that for yourself, you experienced this great joy and this great sense of freedom, and you wanted to share that with more people. So that's just one example. Another one could be help people experience freedom in their bodies. Experience freedom in their bodies. And again, this could come from your own background in not feeling freedom, or it could just be something that you just you might have always had just an amazing, healthy body, and because you know how good that feels, you just want to share that with as many people as possible. So the point here is you need to connect with this really deeply and allow yourself to feel the desire of that, because all of this comes from desire. You manifesting abundance in your life needs to start from this place of desire. Because if you don't want abundance, then why would that come to you? Why would abundance show up if you don't want it? So whatever that is for you, let that desire become very, very strong. And then you've got to move on to the next step, which is actually giving yourself a framework for that desire. And this is where desire turns more into vision. This is where you get some solidness to that desire. You start to actually picture, what would that look like? So, pictures. Human beings, we're very visual creatures, feelings. And really, this encompasses the entirety of your sensory experience here. So you start to imagine this, you use the power of your imagination, and you create this vision of what it would look like for you to achieve this desire, this cause-based desire in the world. And you make this very, very clear and very, very vivid. The more vivid, the better. To the point where you've actually got specific clarity around numbers. So actual impact in terms of numbers. So how many people? Again, why would you help 1 million people if you didn't really want to help 1 million people? Like, why would that be something that happens to you if you're not even consciously aware that that's what you want? The more you can define this, the more space you create to actually fulfill this desire. So get clarity here. So for me, my vision is to change 1 billion lives. And my specific vision within that is to change 1 billion people's lives to the point where they're conscious enough to understand that they are the only ones that determine their sense of freedom or their sense of lack of freedom, their sense of fulfillment versus their self-doubt and living in this place of fear. So that's my clear vision, 1 billion people. And I've actually got a time frame through which I want to do that. So you need to determine quantity, things like time, things like place. This stuff has to have a framework. Without a framework, you don't even know what you're going for. You haven't defined it, so why would you get that? So once you do this, and you do this for every area of your life, you then reverse engineer it.